Hello and welcome to another edition of Wayne's Wednesdays Wizarding Wonders. My name's Wayne and we're here today to look at a different side to Alakazam magic, that being the children and family magic. Now before we get to that, make sure you click that like and subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the amazing content we have got planned coming up for you very, very soon. As well as my shows, we've also got new things coming out from Harry, from Peter and from Andy, as well as other people as well. And we're also going to be including some of the stuff from the monthly jams on the YouTube channel. And honestly, you don't want to be missing out on all this great content. So click the like and subscribe button, click the notification bell, and you won't miss out on a thing, guaranteed. There we go. So my name is Wayne and I perform a lot of children's magic and family magic as well as close-up, etc. But on these videos I'm going to be mostly looking at children's magic and family magic. Now today I'm going to be talking about a trick that was recommended to me. It's quite an old trick and it was recommended to me by a friend of mine, Andy, who said that it would be great to incorporate into a school show. And now if you've seen the other videos, you'll know that this comes up a lot. I'm always looking at tricks and different ways to perform them. If something can be used in multiple shows, then for me that has extra value and it means that I can be more adaptable with what I'm doing. So let's have a quick look at the performance and check out this amazing piece of magic. Charlie came home from school and it was actually last night, and I picked her up from school, brought her home, and her little friend came over as well from over the road, and I said to girls, I really don't feel like cooking tonight, so I'm gonna order something. And we're like, oh, can we get an Indian? I was like, yeah, let's get an Indian. And then we're like, you know what, we have Indian all the time and I cook Indian food all the time. We don't have a lot of in Newmarket, especially. We've got like 15 Indian restaurants here. We've got about 4 Italians. And we haven't really got a decent Chinese. Well, there's a couple of really, really decent Chinese takeaways. And I said, come on, let's get a Chinese takeaway, because I haven't had Chinese in so long. And the girls were like, yeah, Chinese. So it's still rice and stuff, and it's cool. So I said, well, look, let's just do something. First of all, we need to decide what we're going to eat and how much we're going to spend. So we'll come back to the eating in a second, but we need to work out how much we're going to spend. And so I've got some cards here, and I'm going to give them a couple of cuts. Now, normally, if somebody was here with me, I would ask them to cut and shuffle the card, but we haven't got anybody here at the moment. I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to cut them into 3 piles. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 for the first pile, 1, 2, 3 for the second pile, and 1, 2, 3 for the third pile. And we're going to turn them over in a second, but I would like anybody drinking a beer now. You drinking a beer now? I didn't think you drink. Okay. Or is it because I'm doing magic and you need a drink now? Like, oh my God, I need something. Could somebody give me a number, 1, 2 or 3? And the number that you say, I'm going to eliminate from the trick for this part of the trick. It will come into play later on, but we need to get rid of one of the piles. So if anybody at all, just name 1, 2 or 3. The first one that I see on the messages, I will remove. So just 1, 2 or 3? 2, okay, so that's the middle one. So I'm going to take that one and I'm just going to place that here on the table. I'm not going to take it out sharp, we're not going to look at it just yet. And I'm going to take these ones here and I'm going to give them a mix. And I'm going to put them face outwards into this little stand. So that's our first set of 3 numbers, 1, 5 and 9. I'm going to mix these up as well. And this is what we did with the girls last night. The girls mixed the numbers around, and then I'm going to put these numbers, so we've got 6, we know 6, it's line underneath it, like the 9's got the 9 underneath that way. We've got 2, and we've got a 7. So, you're drinking too much beer, Steve. Timmy, as you're laid up in hospital, would you like the top numbers or the bottom numbers? Okay, so whichever one you say, then we'll open it up to everybody else for the second set. I'm just going to move these ones actually. I'm just going to place them up top here. They're going to come into it in a few seconds time. So Timmy, would you like the bottom set, which is these numbers, or would you like the top set of numbers up here? The top, okay. And now Timmy, what I'd like you to do is to choose one of those numbers, anyone, to be part of our first number in the sequence. So just choose the 1, the 5 or the 9. And while he's doing that, I'm going to bring this over here. This is the Chinese menu, by the way. Hopefully you can see that there. Lots of different choices, very, very nice. It's called the Pagoda, really nice Indian Chinese restaurant. Number one. Okay, so we're going to do number one. And now would anybody name one of the numbers from the bottom row, please? So 6, 2 or 7. So we've got 1. So we need 6, 2 or 7. Now I will show you these numbers. If you'd have chosen these numbers, there's 3 completely different numbers there as well. But these numbers are mixed around and you're going to have a free choice. So Scott has gone with number 2. So I'm going to put that there. So our first number is 12. Now if anybody wants to do this at home, you can write it down as well. Our first number is 12. Okay, and now Timmy, would you choose another number from the top, please? Another number from the top, which is going to give us a completely different, every time we do this you get different numbers, different sequences, and of course it's completely random. And then while Timmy's choosing someone from the top, if someone could choose one from the bottom as well. Okay, we're going to wait for Timmy's first though. Timmy's gone for number 9. So our second number is 9, well it's 90 something. And if someone could choose a number from the bottom, Kieran's already done 7, so I will do that now. So we've got 7, and then the last number on the top is 5, and the last number below is 6. Okay, so if we very, very quickly just pick these up, I can show you, we've got 12. Added to 12, we're going to do 97, and then added to 97, we've got 56. Now if I add these numbers together, let's have a look here, 7 and 6 is 13, 14, 15, carry the 1, 9, 10, 15, 16, so there we go. So we've got 7 and 6 is 13 and 2 is 15, carry the 1, 1 and 9 is 10, add 5 is 15, add that is 16. So we've got 165. Now once the girls have done that, I took a pen, I wiggled it round, and I added a little dot. Okay, so the dot's going in there, which means we have £1.67 to spend. Not a lot, as it turns out. £1.65, sorry. £1.65 to spend, not a lot of money. Doubt we're going to get much off the menu for that. Let's have a look here. Well, we could, we're 5p too much. We need another 5p to get the hot and sour soup. 5p too much, £1.70. £1.50 we could get chicken and sweet corn soup. But that's not going to feed 3 of us, is it? Let's be honest with you. And everything else is like £5 or £6. I'll show you up here. We've got £5 or £6. There's nothing on there really that we're going to be able to afford for £1.65. But then Charlie, my daughter, said to me, Dad, what's that other set of cards up there? And I said, oh, maybe this will help. So if we take these cards here, we have got a 3, a 4 and an 8. Okay, 348. But obviously we've already worked out the money. So maybe we can take the 3 and the 4 and the 8 and add those together, and that will give us another number. So 8 add 4 is 12, add 3 is 15. So 8 add 4 is 12, add 3 is 15. And if we look on the menu at the 15th item, number 15, so if we go down here, and it should be right there, number 15, hopefully you can read that. It says special all-you-can-eat buffet for 3 people for a price of £1.65. £1.65 gets us an all-you-can-eat buffet for 3 people. It was on there the whole time. I didn't see it, to be honest with you, but luckily the girls did once we worked out the 15, and that's what we had for our dinner last night. And that was my Chinese choice. Chinese choice by John Archer. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I did know this when it first came out, and it didn't click any boxes for me, so I kind of overlooked it. How I wish that hadn't been the case. I love it. It's fantastic. And like I said, my friend Andy Chase told me about it. He's a teacher. He knows I do a lot of stuff with schools, and he said this is great. It's something that he uses in his school where he works, and it's really good for talking about decimal points and breaking up numbers thus. The method is, it's borderline self-working. Which is great because it means you don't have to worry about thinking about about anything apart from the presentation, and it's got some great little subtleties. There is a little you need to know the order of the cards before you start and make sure they're in the right order, but that's printed on the menu as a phone number, so you don't have to take the instructions with you everywhere you go. Everything you needed is in your hands. The cards are beautifully made, as you would expect. Anything that Alakazam make themselves is always first class, and these cards do not disappoint. They are great, they are flashy, they are showy, they look great, they're really visual. For me though, it comes with 2 menus, and these menus are just, I mean, they do look like genuine menus. Admittedly, this one is a bit thicker than you would probably find from a real Chinese takeaway. They generally use a bit more thinner material, but I've never, with the people who I've shown this to, none of them have questioned whether this is a real one or not. However, the other one that you get is a proper menu, and this is the real deal. It really, really is. And again, it looks brilliant. It's got all the information on there, and you can use either or both of them in the presentations. It looks like a Chinese menu. Everything on here is a real Chinese food. And yeah, it just looks great. This folds up. There we go. Thank you very much. Welcome to the restaurant. You can open it up, have a look at it. They can look through. I'll be honest with you, when I first got it, I had a good look at this. I didn't even see number 15 on there. It completely flew me by. I was looking at it, and I was more looking at the oh, I'm getting hungry now actually. It's great, but it looks great. It's got great educational value, and the instructions, so these are the instructions that I got with mine. Completely explained everything very, very nice and easily. It's got everything you need to know. It's even got a variation where you can switch the cards if you want to. I don't do that. I just bring the cards out. I just give them a couple of shuffles, a couple of cuts, and then cut back so the 6 is on the bottom. So that's John Archer's Chinese choice. I hope you enjoyed it. For me, it's fantastic. I highly recommend it. There is a link in the comments below. Very magical, obviously has a great hook for the educational side of things. The mathematics involved is pretty rudimentary, but it also is very well, it hides the method really, really well. And yeah, I think this is great. This will amaze the kids, and it will amaze the adults. And again, I've done it for Charlie and a couple of her friends, and they really loved it. And they thought it was really funny when they looked through. I told them to look at number 15, and they were like, oh my goodness, it's on here, we can get it. So yeah, it's really, really good. I hope you liked it. That was Chinese Choice by John Archer. There's a link below. Thank you very much. So that's it for today's Wayne's Wednesday Wizarding Wonders. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and to click that notification button so that you don't miss out on any of the fantastic content that we have got lined up. Every month we're adding new things. We've got things from the monthly jams. We've got new shows coming from Harry and Peter and Andy, as well as other people as well. And you don't want to miss out on any of that. And the best way not to miss out on it is to click that notification button and click the like and subscribe. Also share amongst your magical friends so they can check it out as well. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got anything you would like me to review, then please don't hesitate to drop me a message or give me a call or send me a message through Alakazam and say, I'm really interested in this prop. I don't know exactly what, what's what. Can Wayne do a review of it? And I'll be happy to take a look at it and let you know what you're getting and show you how it all goes. My name's Wayne. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you in 2 weeks, 2 weeks at the next Wayne's Wednesday Wizarding Wonders.